Hey guys, this is OddOneGaming. This is going to be another Dragonheir SilentGods video. In today's video, I want to talk a little bit about arguably the most important in the event in the whole season that starts now. And I forgot to check this last season to see exact the timing, but at least now I know that it's 4 weeks or 1 month into the season when this one starts. So what I'm talking about is obviously the best event, like I said, and that is the increased drop rates for legendary materials, which, if I'm not mistaken, should be the same for gear as well. In the closed beta, if you would get one piece of gear drop, you would get 2 instead. So I'm not sure if it's exactly like that, but basically what happens when this starts is all of your legendary drop rates will be almost doubled or exactly doubled. I'm not sure, we don't have the exact numbers, or at least I do not know the exact numbers, but this is definitely the best thing in the game, and it's at least gonna help me know for next season how to explain to people what to focus on. Because, for example, I've been knowing for over a week the fact that this one was coming. I stopped farming gear. Honestly, I just did not farm any more gear because I knew this was gonna come, and I feel like it would have been a waste for me to just keep farming gear when, in a week stuff like this is gonna happen, the double rates is gonna happen. So what I've been doing instead was I just kept farming, as I mentioned in one of my previous videos. I just kept farming goblin, I just kept farming the domains and other stuff like that to prepare myself for what's gonna come next. And then, well, we're gonna talk about what's gonna come next in a later video. But first of all, I wanted to show you this. Look at this. So I already got the legendary piece and some rare tempering sand. I think normally when I do stage 9, I'm not getting this. So this is really important because it's gonna make it so much easier for you. I'm obviously gonna sell because it's flat HP, but it's gonna make it so much easier for you to start getting gear now. Okay, so far, if you're doing it, for example, let's say you were stuck on stage 7. Well, if you're stuck on stage 7, you're getting 2 or 3 pieces, but now I'm quite sure if you do it, you get 4, 5, 6, a lot more. And that's really important. This is the moment where you want to start going crazy on farming, but make sure you do legendary gear. Okay, be careful because it's only for legendary gear. It does not boost anything for the rare or for the epic ones. It's specifically for legendary gear. So the main tip that I had before for people was always just focus the dungeons where you can farm legendary gear, or at least try to prepare those ones. Number 1 priority still being the Grave of Venom. Okay, even if you don't farm stage 8 or 9 like I showed you, even if it's just stage 7, that's so much more, it's so much better than farming any other of the lower stages. And if you're still struggling with this one, well, maybe the Grave of Venom, you can just go to my YouTube, to my channel, and if you just scroll a little bit down and you go to the videos, you're gonna see that I'm gonna have videos for that. So for example, I have this one, easy farm legendary gear now. So I basically showed my free-to-play relatable team of unlocking Grave of Venom 7. That should be your first step. Okay, if you're not already doing that, obviously try to do that. If you're already doing 7 and you try to push further, well, you might just need to farm a few more stage 7s in order to push yourself to the next level. Obviously the end game is going to be for you to do stage 9 because the higher you farm, the more drop you're gonna get. And it's also going to help you when it comes to the when it comes to the gold situation, because most people say oh, how do you get gold? Well, I guess I'm gonna make a video on that separately later on, but basically once you get to stage 7, 8, 9, you're gonna farm enough legendary gear that you're instantly gonna sell every single epic piece of gear. So by doing that, you're gonna gather yourself some of that some of the coin, because apart from getting those gold from doing runs, you're gonna sell every single epic piece, so that's lots of coins. If you're still struggling, for example, maybe if my video is not helpful enough, or maybe you understand the mechanic but you still cannot manage to do it, well, there's always this that you need to keep in mind. You have on every single dungeon, you have the lineup recommendation. Okay, so you just click over here and look at what other people use. You might have all of the same heroes, or maybe you have no legendaries. Just click show only non-legendaries and you're gonna see, what's more free to play than this? Come on, Adventurer, Hexandra, Horus, Sigrid, which can be any other DPS hero that brings decrease attack. It does not have to be Sigrid. I have too many people saying in my comments, oh, Sigrid again, Sigrid again. It does not have to be her. It has to be somebody that brings decrease attack and does some damage. That's it. And then you have Quarion, which is an amazing healer, but again, it can be somebody else. Like, look, again, same thing over here. Again, over here, it's kind of like Sigrid is everywhere because, you know, she's... everybody picked her from the chest because she was amazing. But, again, you can bring an epic instead of Sigrid. It does not have to be her. So there's plenty of options. Even on further, I think there's even 9. Look at this. Even on stage 9, people are doing it without any legendary. There are obviously some good tanks in here, like, you know, Fruit Baths. But apart from that, you know, again, rares. Mostly rares. And Fruit Bath is basically, again, for the decrease attack and some healing in there. So that's the first thing. Then, you know, after you start doing that, you're gonna feel like, okay, now what? I started getting more of the legendary gear. Next step is checking this one out. Let me see if I scroll again. Legendary runes, okay? So your next step is going to try and do heretical ruins on stage 7. Don't go farming again too crazy other lower levels. You're gonna lose out. So go check this video out as well. You know, I try to show as free to play relatable team as I possibly could. You know, I think I can farm like stage 9 myself, but I don't have free-to-play heroes. However, I made a video on that one showing you that there's options of building, you know, a free-to-play version of the team, but same principle. Check that video, see what I used, listen to what I was saying in there, because I'm saying, you know, you need a heal prohibition if you cannot kill the phoenixes on the side, but if you have enough AoE damage, you don't really need heal prohibition. If you kill them, then you're fine. So again, same principle here. Go to this one and you can click and you see there's going to be options for non-legendary. Maybe not for 9, because 9 is really tough, but there are options for non-legendary heroes to do this one. And then after that, you're gonna go to the Ancient Battlefield, which is arguably the hardest one, or one of the hardest ones. It's like this one and Rot. Still believe Ancient Battlefield is hard. Same thing if I go back on my YouTube channel. Like, you know, I'm not trying to make this video be a full self-promoting my YouTube channel, even though, you know, it's my YouTube video, but I'm just trying to show you that this is the moment with the double legendary drops where if you're not doing this yet, I have a video on the Venom, I have a video on the Heretical Ruins, and then I have a video on the Ancient Battlefield to show you how you can start unlocking that legendary gear, because it's gonna change your account a lot and you're gonna start needing more and more of that gear, because especially of the new events that's starting, you know, this is something I'm gonna talk about later, but because of the Imperial Shadow recast, Shadow Dungeons, you know, all of these events are happening, there's like new bosses on the map and stuff like that, you're gonna need to build a ton more heroes, okay? And guess what, because you're gonna have a ton more heroes, you're gonna need a lot more gear. I know there's gonna be people that like to min-max and, you know, always use the best gear on your best team and stuff like that, but if you're somebody that does not want to do that, you want to have a ton of options. So by farming lots of the legendary gear to forge, you're gonna have lots of options. Like, again, let me show you what I meant earlier. I've been farming a lot of goblin, okay? Like, I have over 1,000 large XP potions because I've been farming, preparing, because I knew we were gonna get to the point where we're gonna need more of those ones. I farmed some of these ones, like I have lightning, I have big radiant ones, I have frost. So I've been preparing for this because I knew something like this was gonna come and we're gonna need to build more heroes. I did not expect these 6 bosses to be here now, because it was something that last season was the Otherworld exploration, so it's a bit different. But again, I'm gonna talk later. I'm gonna make a video talking about the new event, about, you know, the new legendary Uteor that everybody could get. Hopefully, I guess we're gonna have a look at. But for now, make sure you go crazy, okay? This is the moment where you can go crazy. Maybe don't use all of your refills. For example, look at this. I've been even saving these ones, but if you're doing at least stage 7, you can go crazy with refills, okay, guys? Just go over here and start buying them with War Morrow. If you're not using War Morrow to do summons, now's the time. Now's the time to start buying your energy, start doing the craziness, and get yourself the gear and start pushing your account to the next level so that you can compete in the event, so that you can compete in the temporal vortex. But anyway, I blabbered enough about this. I hope, you know, my videos that I made in the past are helpful. If you have, you know, anything else that you want me to make, if you want me to showcase my teams that I'm using, even though it's like, you know, I'm using some legendaries such as like Mithrasia, she's kind of like my carry, but if you want me to showcase my teams on Venom, on any other dungeon that I'm doing the high stage of 9, just leave it in the comments below and I can make a video on that. But obviously again it's gonna be a showcase because I'm using legendaries. But anyway, this is gonna be it for the video today, guys. As always, if you do enjoy my content, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel to see when I upload next, and I'm gonna see you on the next one. Peace, love, take care everyone. Bye guys.